spent the last 2 years here. I had a purpose, a goal. Now that I've accomplished it, something occurs to me. In all that time, I never looked at the horizon. It is spectacular.
Or at least it would be if the fog weren't there, but we're not going to get rid of that for the foreseeable future. What's going on, everyone on YouTube? This is Very Melon Man, and welcome to part 22 of the Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition Let's Play. Last episode, we completed Kasumi's stealing memory, and got Kasumi's loyalty and a new SMG for a Shepard of it. Now, we're going to go catch the Shadow Broker.
It's good to see you again.
I switched out of the Blood Dragon armor for a new armor set. I finally remembered how to change the color palette of the default armor. So now I'm rocking an armor set coloration that reminds me of the Phantom armor that the Turian Inspector Nihilus Kirik wore in Mass Effect 1, in his honor and memory.
I know you're looking for the Shadow Broker. Cerberus gave me data on where to find him. Interested?
Absolutely. I had no idea. Let me see what you've got. It looks like a leaked transmission between Shadow Broker operatives. Some hints as to the location and... It's about Farron. He's still alive.
Your friend? The one who helped recover my body from the Shadow Broker?
The same. He sacrificed himself to save me. I'd never found anything suggesting he was alive. After 2 years, I hadn't even dreamed.
Sounds like you and...
Funny. He betrayed me more than once. He was double-dealing for Cerberus, for the Shadow Broker. But in the end, he sacrificed himself for me. I owe him.
Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. What's the next step?
I don't know. I need to prepare, to think. I'm going home. Use my terminal if you need any local intel.
You okay?
I've spent 2 years plotting revenge. Now I have the chance to make it a rescue.
Let me help. I'll come by your apartment.
Okay. Hopefully I'll have a plan by then. Thank you, Shepard.
The reason Liara says you can use her terminal is if you still need to straight up use the intel to recruit Samara and Thane. So let's go to the docking area.
Has announced plans to sue the Citadel Council. The Batarians claim that slavery is an inextricable part of their caste system, and that by limiting the slave trade, the council is violating their cultural rights. The indentured
Limiting the slave trade, you're
Listen.
right.
What is it? I'm in the middle of an important call.
Find your data.
Heard you talking. Is this the data you're looking for?
The Kurosa Generational Archive. You found it. Thank you. My whole family has been worried. That data is irreplaceable. I didn't think I'd get it back from Nasana's corporate building.
That
Here's
could
the
help.
data. I hope it helps.
I don't really care why it matters.
I have no idea.
We have somewhere else to be right
I don't know
now.
who you are or how you got it, but thank you. Here, for your trouble. Blessings be upon you. You've certainly blessed us.
And we leveled up because we only had 35 more experience to go before we got the level up. Let's...
Are you a Quarian or Volus who is tired of being passed over for promotions because of discrimination against exosuit-wearing employees?
No, that still
Here we go.
sounds like an awful thing to legalize.
Okay, listen. Give Thax a full...
Oh yeah, Fax is actually a super thug. I didn't realize he was a crime lord. Alright, we're going to Liara's apartment. So, 2 months after the disappearance of Commander Shepard, in the beginning of Mass Effect Redemption, Liara charters a ride on a freighter headed to Omega. Nearing the station's proximity, the freighter's Batarian captain and 2 Turian crew attempt to extort Liara with additional docking fees. Disgusted, she refuses. We're going to do unstable warp for the warp bombs, and we're going to go with Drell Marksman because you don't need any health. You don't need any more health. Alright, disgusted, she refuses and uses her biotics to incapacitate them.
Multiple shots fired. Yeah, techs are going over the place now. Central, we got an open carrier on this end. Switching to a coded relay.
What's going on?
This area is sealed off. Please step back, sir.
Sealed off? Why?
Someone tried to kill your friend, Commander Shepard. Thank you, officer. Your people are dismissed.
You can't do that.
Already done. Tila Vasir, Special Tactics and Recon.
A Spectre?
And a sorry Spectre.
Good. You're one of our most famous operatives. Might even get you to sign my chest plate. So, I assume you had business with your friend this evening, Commander.
Liara was following a lead on the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker. Dangerous enemy to have.
What are the facts so far?
About 25 minutes ago, someone took a shot at Tisoni. Note the bullet holes. She stuck around for almost 4 minutes before leaving the building. Whatever she was doing was important.
If Liara isn't here, where is she?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be sifting through her crap. There's no blood, no body. It looks like Tisoni got away. The sniper didn't plan on her kinetic barrier. Clever girl. Paranoid, but clever.
Did the police find anything when they arrived?
Just the mess and the bullet holes. I gave them a gold star for finding the bullet holes.
Liara was expecting me. She would have left a message here. Her office wasn't safe.
I'm not surprised. Helium is just Omega with expensive shoes. I haven't found anything useful for tracking her down yet. You knew Tisoni better than I do. Where would she have hidden her backups?
Let me take a look around.
Alright then. Let's get scene.
The rifle used to do that wasn't standard issue. The kinetic barrier deflected the shots. They still managed to penetrate the glass.
It's part of my old armor.
Looks like someone didn't like you much either.
They're just staying over there because they don't have anything else to add.
That's not the Asari home. I'm not sure what planet that is.
It's Ilos.
Yeah, it is. Lara has a really nice place. She makes a really good living being an information broker. And threatening people, but mostly being an information broker. Alright. Oh, her aquarium is better than mine too.
The picture changed when you touched it. It must be keyed to your ID. What does it show now?
It's a Prothean dig site. Liara did leave a message.
There are a few Prothean-looking objects around the apartment. Let's see what we can find. Those things must be worth a fortune.
No doubt. We can talk to Vasir whenever we want.
She was certainly into ugly. No offense.
Oh, right. That's because you were dating. Okay.
Vasir, I've got something here.
Backup disk. Let's try it on her terminal. It looks like she recorded a call.
What have you got for me, Sagat?
It was tricky, but you paid for the best. I can narrow it down to a cluster.
Oh, hey! Yuri Lowenthal.
You have it.
Pretty interesting.
Shouldn't take long. Come to my office. Barrier Frontiers.
They got him back for the DLC. Interesting.
Gotta say though, Tisoni.
Oh, that's right. I think Yuri Lowenthal is also the Drell character that Liara is trying to rescue.
See you in a few hours.
This must be important. The Shadow Broker's people already tried to kill her once.
I know where the Dracon Trade Center is. My car's outside.
Let's go.
The Barrier Frontiers offices are located on the 3rd floor. I don't hear police chatter. We must have missed the party.
Liara's in there!
By
a random squad mate you pick will just have that one line, and that's all they say for the DLC.
She's dead. I'll grab this guy car and
Alright.
lock the building from the top.
So I'll continue resuming the summation of the Mass Effect Redemption comic while we play the game. Anyway, Liara's assault Libertarians.
What happened?
Talk to civilians.
What happened?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre. Stay still, stay quiet, and try not to get in trouble.
Change weapon.
What? Make up your mind.
Barrier Frontier employee. Looks like he got caught in the explosion.
Alright.
I wouldn't take any bets on Sony's informant surviving that blast.
I wonder why.
Smoke. Set the bombs, killing everyone.
And of course you get money from this mission too. Don't need it. Let's see.
Basir, I found a military-grade explosive device. It hasn't been armed.
Sloppy work. You use that kind of hardware when you don't have time to plan.
Alright, let's see here. Disgusted by the Batarian captain trying to extort her, Liara docks the ship herself, declares her visit delaying staff as both business and personal.
Basir, I'm at the Barrier Frontier's office. Liara signed in just a few minutes ago.
Understood, Commander.
Alright. It sets out to accomplish her objective. Uh-oh, a flashbang grenade. Let's see. Alright.
Basir, I'm pinned down. Work.
Alright.
And they're well armed.
Say hello to the Shadow Broker's private army, Commander.
Veteran, huh? Cool. Oh god. Oh man. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, I could have thrown you out the window. That would have been hilarious. I should have done that. Oh, I should have done that. When's an opportunity? Where? It's so rare to get an opportunity to do that.
We face hostile drones.
Alright. Shield time. Okay. Alright. Later in the Afterlife Club, Liara gets unhelpful remarks from a rude Elcor when she tries asking her for her contract. Asking around for a contract. When the contract shortly...
Pipes are on fire. They're blocking the stairs.
Look for a switch to activate the fire suppressant systems.
Got it. Should be clear now.
Good. I'm on my way down.
Alright. When the contract shortly appears nearby, Liara promptly demands what he knows. But the contact is adamant on additional security measures and forces her to follow him outside. Research terminal.
What's this?
Heavy pistol damage. I think that's the only thing we get, but that's the 6 pistol damage upgrade you get from the DLC. Oh, the mercs killed the Solarian. Solarian Yuri Lowenthal. Alright. Okay. Okay.
Damn it. If I'd have been a few seconds faster, I could have stopped them.
Is this Saket?
Must have been.
No sign of that data Liara talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a dead end.
Speaking of which, did you find your friend's body?
You mean this body?
Oh, yo. Ha ha ha. Wait, she's a friend. I swear.
Liara. This is Visir. She's a Spectre.
This is the woman who tried to kill me.
You've had a rough day, so I'll let that slide. Why don't you put that gun down?
I saw you. I doubled back after I left. I watched you break into my apartment.
Well, yeah, now this is starting to make more sense. Vizier's shifty cinematographic camera movements.
You didn't know where Liara went because she hid the message. You needed me to find it for you.
Thanks for the help.
Once she had my location, she signaled the Shadow Broker's forces. They bombed the building to take me out. She found Saket, took his data, and killed him. I'm guessing she's still got the disc on her.
Good guess. Not that you'll ever see what's on it. You pure blood bitch!
Oh, she's bad now. Mike, in the first game, Liara outright says that no Asari would ever be cruel enough to call her a pureblood to her face. So the fact that Televizir just did means that she is out and out one of the most racist characters in Mass Effect setting right now. I mean, she is a Spectre, and it's not the first time a Spectre managed to manhandle Shepard in the first place. Alright, let's see here. Alright.
Taking heavy fire.
Alright. Alright. Alright then. Let's see. So, it's not just Televizir being an agent for the Shadow Broker that makes her evil. It's the most over Asari racism ever. Alright. They are caught unprepared when the contact abruptly hides them both from tailing spies, and only after shaking them off the Farron, her contact reveals his information. Although Shepard is in a stasis pod and likely dead, Liara steals her resolve and need to see Shepard for herself. She doesn't mind the expense of the venture nor trekking through Omega on foot, but along the way she and Farron are ambushed by Blue Sun mercenaries. Time for the next part.
There she is. Hang a right. No, wait, left.
I'm on her.
Oh, man.
Left.
Man, if you thought seeing Shepard drive through Ilum during Thane's recruitment mission was awesome, being able to drive through it yourself is incredible.
She's getting away. We're not going into the construction site, are? Oh, goddess.
Oh,
Letting
man.
her escape with that data.
Neither am I, Liara, clearly.
Go, 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 go!
I'm going.
I mean, you don't have to do any type of vertical movement.
Traffic!
It's more like just... You can game over here, obviously. This isn't a David Cage game, but... Well, yeah.
Proximity charges.
I noticed.
Yeah, that's kind of hard not to see. So...
She's got reinforcements.
What kind of guns does this thing have?
It's a taxi. It has a fare meter.
Oh, the chemistry here is on point.
Truck.
I know.
Truck.
I know.
Woo, boy.
There we go.
You're enjoying this.
Well, yeah, Liara, I drove the Mako. Of course I like this. Should have seen me in the Hammerhead, though. That would have been awesome.
Head-on collision at this speed.
Yeah, I hear those can be bad for you.
Why am I randomly letting go of the boost button? I don't.
Truck.
Again?
Watch out.
Okay. Oh, we didn't get the still better than the Mako line? Interesting. So, defeated and outnumbered, Liara's reasons for finding Shepard are demanded by the cloaking leader of the group on behalf of the Shadowbroker. Liara essentially tells them to mind their own business when sniper fire from nowhere obliterates the mercs. Liara and Farron try running from the commotion, only to run into the people who killed their captors. Cerberus operatives led by Miranda Lawson. Liara's interest is piqued on the claim that Cerberus might be able to bring Shepard back. She and Farron follow them to a safe house to remain with the elusive man. Farron warns her of the group's racial prejudice, but Liara reserves judgment as long as they share the same goal of wanting Shepard back.
Watch out. They're dropping reinforcements.
So we just got 250 experience. But more important than that, we now have Liara in the party, taking the place of whatever third squad mate you brought along. So the idea here is that you have to prepare Liara to match the abilities of your Shepard and your squad mate. So we're gonna go with Max Singularity because Liara has two unique powers here. Heavy Singularity, hold numerous enemies helpless for a longer period, or Wide Singularity increases the radius. Max Singularity targets 6, but the duration's higher. We get more impact rate, more of a radius. Alright. Let's go with Wide Singularity because it's better for us. Now we'll go with Asari Scientist. Into the control to reduce your power recharge time or increase weapon damage. Power recharge time. Recharge time 20 seconds. Quick by 25%. This is down to 15 seconds. It's affected by biotic cooldown as well, so it's 13. She can also detonate warp, but we don't have anyone who can use pull, so the point of focusing on that. We're gonna go with Stasis rank 1. You know what? We might as well do that since warp 12 seconds. Jesus Christ. Slow damage. Okay.
There's Vizier's car. Come on, she can't have gotten far. Watch out. They're dropping reinforcements.
Alright.
Slow us down.
Yeah! Look at that.
Here they come. They're using combat drones.
Alright, and... Go on, Thane? It's not hard. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Neutralize the drone.
This is why Liara has Singularity to begin with, because it's so much... Oh my god.
Neutralize the drone.
So, shielded enemies are pretty much the only thing that can withstand the nature of the Singularity attack.
This should slow them down.
Lost shield.
Much better. Come on. Alright.
Using combat drones.
What falls? Go to the sea.
Alright. Who's next? Oh. Huh. So you just... Alright.
Come on. We can climb over to get to Vizier's car.
Cool. Alright. So. Liara... Patron.
Hey, we're unharmed. We didn't see anything.
Huh.
What
Lustful
kind of
video.
hotel is this?
Azure. It's a luxury resort with an exotic edge. Azure is slang for a part of the Asari body in some areas of Ilium.
Where?
Mainly the lower reaches, near the bottom.
I meant where on the Asari body.
So did I.
Yeah. I can get that piece of dialogue even if you're friendly, if you're not romantically inclined to Liara, but I just... Some heavy weapon ammo.
This is valuable.
And a damage protection upgrade. Great. Anyway, Liara mishears the services leader title as elusive when they meet for the first time, though he doesn't mind and proceeds with the discussion after her... Like, elusive man is spelled I-L-L, of course, but Liara mishears it as E-L. Of course, the elusive man wouldn't mind. It's a really pointless difference.
She's tough. I'll give her that much.
She's a Spectre.
Yeah, Spectres pretty much have to be the toughest of the tough. You got a weapons locker to choose from if you want to change Liara's gear, so let's do that. She does not need the locust. Doesn't actually matter what pistol you give your companions. By for the phalanx. I'm being dumb. I went back for no reason. I don't know what it is with me. Alright, anyway. Oh god, semantics. The elusive man gave Liara a brief lesson in semantics. She learns the collector's interest in Shepard. Oh. The brokers involved with the aliens, and the Blue Sun's role as the brokers' hirelings on the issue. The artist tasked to find out precisely why the collectors want Shepard's buy, the loose man knowing full well that her personal stake in the matter would also ensure the collectors do not get what they want. Liara makes no promises, but vows to cooperate at the very least when it comes to Shepard's retrieval.
It's over.
Hey! Hey, you! Come here. What's your name?
Mariana.
Mariana. You want to live, don't you? Tell those people that you want to live.
Please.
We'll get you out of here safely, Mariana.
Well, that's good to hear. All you had to do was walk away. Now it gets ugly.
A specter taking someone hostage in order to escape the law. Where have I seen this before?
I'm going to end you, Vizier.
I might beat you to it, Liara.
We'll handle it. The usual way.
You want Mariana's little boy to grow up without a mommy, Shepard? Thermal clips on the ground now. Power cells too.
Is that it?
What?
Vizier, I sacrificed hundreds of human lives to save the Destiny Ascension. I unleashed the Rachni on the galaxy. So for your sake, I hope your escape plan doesn't hinge on me hesitating to shoot a damn hostage.
You're bluffing.
Now, Liara.
I mean, there's... Oh boy. If Shepard was bluffing, he bluffs the best of them. But yeah, tell Vizier is a Vanguard. So if you're gonna have some trouble with her... That's more likely why. Let's see. Oh, we're not gonna be able to hit you at this range, so let's go for the Locust.
Back in a bit. Have fun.
The more you stasis on an enemy, the more they build up resistance to it. So we have to be careful how many times we get Vizier.
Kira reveals them.
Oh god, Geth ships. My powers come back so fast. She has Shockwave. Oh yeah, she uses Biotic Charge against you. What? I don't think so. You just sent her flying over. We sent a boss flying to her death without depleting all her health. That's a sick way to win a boss fight.
Sakat's personal datapad. This has what we need to find the Shadow Broker.
You're dead. The Shadow Broker has been in power for decades. He's stronger than anything you've ever faced.
Is that why you sold out the Council to work for him?
You think I betrayed the Council? Like Saren? Go to hell. The Broker's given me damn good intel over the years. Intel that saved lives and kept the Citadel safe. So if the Broker needs a few people to disappear, I'll pay that price without hesitation.
That's just straight up you being evil.
Spectres don't blow up buildings filled with innocent people.
Sure we do. We get our hands dirty so the Council doesn't have to. The Councilors might complain about our methods to soothe their consciences, but they never look too closely. Besides, you're with Cerberus. You have any idea what your terrorist friends have done?
Right. There's no way for you to actually point out how this works in context. You're just gonna have to basically suck it up and just try to live with the fact that this person can, like, hold the moral high ground above you, no matter how much you dislike that. Basically, the game just wants Televisier to be right about you.
I know who they are and what they've done. It doesn't matter.
I think it does. You want to judge me? Look in the mirror. Kidnap
like
kids
what?
For biotic death camps? Killing a
Like, straight up, the fact that Shepard is actually saying it doesn't matter as the neutral response is horrific.
Don't you?
Now, the problem here is that the Shadowbroker DLC was released after the base game was finished, so you can cut ties to Cerberus after you beat the game, which makes none of this entire dialogue make any sense.
Visier's dead.
I'm putting the data through to the Normandy's computers. We can be at the Shadow Broker's base in a few hours. He'll know about Visier before long. If he decides to kill Farron.
We'll get Farron out of there alive, Liara. I promise.
I know. You're here to help. Just like always.
That's not a good thing?
When we first met on Therum, you saved me from the Geth. You fought a Krogan battlemaster while I cowered. Now you're doing it again. And I'm still leaning on you for help.
That's what friends do, Liara.
I can get us there based on Sakat's data. The Normandy's stealth drive will keep them from detecting us. The Shadow Broker's agents are still shooting their way through Ilium. With luck, they won't notice we've left until it's too late.
That's a little cold. They killed innocent people.
You know what I mean.
Do I? When I hit the ground back at the trade center, you went after Visier without a...
That's interesting. Yeah, she's trying to convince herself of this, but really...
Make the call, like I did with Sakat.
That's Visier's fault, not yours.
Sakat had no idea what the stakes were. I put him in harm's way to get the data I needed. I got him killed. And I'd do it again. But from here on out, things will be simple. Get in, get Farron, get out. and kill anyone who tries to stop us.
That's it?
That's it.
Will you just stop for a second? We'll be jumping several light years. There's time to talk.
About what?
About us, Liara. Don't be like Ashley or Caden. But mostly Ashley.
About us.
Shepard, listen, I'm glad you're here.
You worried there might be terminals you need me to hack?
That's not fair.
I came back.
It's not that easy. You can't just come back and have 2 years of mourning suddenly vanish. I'm sorry, Shepard. I can't get into this. For now, let's just focus on getting Farron back.
Fine.
Now you get to straight up repick the person you want on your team. Who would the broker be most interested in? We're gonna go with... Well, we had Thane for a while. I'm sorry. I know this is probably gonna bother a lot of people, but I need someone else who can detonate bombs. But we're gonna keep going with Thane. Briefly daydreaming about the destruction of the SSV Normandy, Liara is woken by Miranda before being dropped off the streets to resume the search. Based on Cerberus' reactions to Farron, Liara deduces that he is actually an agent for the Shadow Broker. Realizing she needed a guide to Omega but angry enough to biotically smack Farron in the face, Liara eventually cools off to resume working for him.
Hagalas. The oceans boil during the day, then snap freeze 10 minutes after sundown.
The Shadow Broker lives in this?
His ship follows the sunset, completely undetectable in a storm, unless you know where to look.
How do we get inside?
The shuttle bay is locked down. We'll need to land on the ship and hunt for a hatch. We can't stay outside for long. There's a constant lightning storm where the hot and cold air collide.
Right, sorry, changed my mind. Honestly, Makiki is silly, stupid. Nah, I don't like Makiki. Actually, I don't like Makiki.
Hagalas. The oceans boil during the day, then snap freeze 10 minutes after sundown.
The Shadow Broker lives in this?
His ship follows the sunset, completely undetectable in a storm, unless you know where to look.
How do we get inside?
The shuttle bay is locked down. We'll need to land on the ship and hunt for a hatch. But we can't stay outside for long. There's a constant lightning storm where the hot and cold air collide. communications array near the back of the ship. There's nothing below but maintenance equipment.
Alright.
We have to find an entrance near the back shielding.
Okay, so the reason I changed my mind and decided to bring Miranda here is because until I started going over the Mass Effect Genesis comic, I mean the Mass Effect yeah, I didn't know that about Liara's connection to Miranda Lawson specifically until I ended up going over what Liara was doing in the Redemption comic. So I figured that it was a good storytelling idea.
Thanks for the tip.
Shepard, try firing at the capacitors.
Yeah, be careful, because they can hurt your squad mates too. But basically, the capacitors work like an arc projector.
Enemy down!
They're using
Oh wait, hold on a second. And yeah, you can have. That's why I have slam. If I want to straight up like cause a warp detonation of my own with someone else's warp, I can just use slam to do it. Alright. So, Miranda helped Liara to Sony find Shepard's body and recover it for the Shadowbroker. It just feels like it makes the most sense to me, at least narratively, to bring Liara and Miranda to be a tag team of sorts. And also, I thought it was like, maybe I'm using Miranda too much for some people, but then I was like, honestly, it doesn't really matter. Miranda, if it didn't feel right to bring Miranda here narratively for role-playing purposes, it wouldn't feel right to use Miranda. Period. Then. Under that logic. So I'm just gonna, like, not mind it, keep on trucking.
This ship is incredible. It must have taken decades to build in secret.
I wonder what happened to the contractors.
I think we can guess.
Oh, Liara has a squad talking prompt.
Navigating this storm is brutal. If the ship's engines stop, even for a moment, at least the Shadowbroker would go down with us.
That's comforting.
Take note of the fact that we're getting thousands of resources from the Shadowbroker ship. This DLC was released with the idea that you would play it post-game, as a type of Shepard and or Liara loyalty mission, specifically. Because this entire DLC is so good because it's literally just a loyalty mission. It's just a bigger loyalty mission. Alright.
My target's down. Shield your eyes. One left.
Alright.
Unravel.
Alright. Oh, sorry about that, ladies. Oh, I could have thrown these guys off the ship. Oh man, keep missing these awesome opportunities to throw people off the ship. Yeah.
Careful, Allied force presence.
Alright, so where's that? We're not even halfway through this comic, okay. Liara is woken by Miranda. Liara decides he's actually the nation of Shadowbroker. Realize Farron is the nation of the Shadowbroker. Right. Okay. Realizing she needed a guide to Omega, but angry enough to buy at least... Right. Right. Wait. Back again after life, Liara follows Farron's lead for meeting with the pirate queen Arya Talok. Okie dokie. I want to say no, it doesn't make any sense! No! Okay, here we go. Alright, let's see. Sexually harassed by a fat Batarian, mistaken for a merchandise to an enterprising Volus, she promptly hands him their butts for Arya, his henchman, Anto. Clears him to see his boss. Farron does all the inquiries when he's reluctant to answer Arya's query about the broker's interest in Shepard. That's how Arya knew that Shepard was even remotely, feasibly in the position to be resurrected. Liara speaks up that the broker is actually in collusion with the collectors, greatly angering Arya enough to have them thrown out.
I bet the broker's agents love patrolling the hull.
At least the view is nice.
Now, Cerberus' ship actually has guardrails, yes. Cerberus is actually doing something better than the broker. Liara demands compensatory information, so Arya gives them the location where the Blue Suns are to handle whichever spy to Shadowbroker. Liara and Farron covertly watch the transaction unfold at an old mining processing plant, but Liara springs to action as soon as she hears confirmation of the bias Shepard's. Farron barely prevents her from doing something rash, suggesting he used a nearby turret to disable the broker agent Tazik's ship, while Liara...
You sure that shunt is working?
It's illegal, even on Ilium. It didn't come with a warranty.
But you tested it, right?
Here come more of them.
You tested it.
Liara, did you test it or not? It's a yes or no question. Alright. Oh, okay, there you are.
On the floor.
Alright.
Enjoy the ride.
Oh yeah, Liara, you sound so cool.
Sure it won't be much longer.
Remember the old days when you could just slap Omnigel on everything?
That security upgrade made a lot of...
That's another shout out to the fact that many people back in the early day really genuinely did not, Yo! Now you've been sent flying. How do you feel about that? In fact, goodbye. Flying to your death.
On the floor. Gotcha. One left. Here we go.
Rocket drones, front of the ship.
Oh.
Overload deployed.
What?
My target's down. Done.
So yes, the R stations automatically kill rocket drones.
Please don't give the mercs ideas.
Yeah, we don't need that. The small talking ship of Liara is great, and it's part of the reason their chemistry is at its best when you actually...
Watch out.
Antibiotics.
Oh, that's so good. What's up? What? How dare you?
The next wave looks like a big one.
Okay, so we got one more wave left.
But now there'll be fewer left to deal with inside.
Keep dreaming, Sony.
On our left.
There, the hatch is open.
Thank God we can finally get out of here.
We've been spotted.
Alright. Another 250.
How many cards did the Shadow Worker have?
I don't...
Hold your positions, no matter the cost.
Up. Shadowbroker's onto us. I don't think the fighting theme song is as catchy as the one we see in Overlord, as the one we heard in Overlord, but it's definitely got its own flavor. The composer for this game is one of the best that the Mass Effect franchise has ever had, and I don't think anyone's been able to really stand up to him since he departed from 2. I didn't want a terminal. Oh, there's Farron. So let's see here. Link, Liara and Farron covertly watch the transaction unfold. An old mine processing plant. Liara springs action as soon as he hears confirmation to buy his shepherds. Farron barely prevents her from doing something rash. Of course. No, Farron rash, suggesting he uses nearby turrets able to broker agent's Tazik's ship. Well, Liara takes the beam by surprise. However, Farron's shot misses the ship, losing Liara's stealth advantage and devolving the transaction to a melee. Despite Liara neutralizing the Blue Sun's presence, Tazik manages to flee Omega Shepard's corpse.
Farron.
Liara?
Hold on. We're getting you out of here.
Liara rounds out Farron and me after the failed retrieval, thinking he never really left the broker's service despite her earlier assurances. She gives Farron one last chance after hearing him claim it was an accident. They use Farron's ship
What the hell is the broker
parked nearby to pursue Tazik.
He's sensitive to tampering. This chair plugs into the broker's info network.
And yeah, that's the reason Yuri Lone falls in this DLC, voicing a meaningless side character. He's playing an actual side character too.
You'll have to go to Central Operations.
What's the point of this cage?
I don't...
It's a neural grounding rod. The medical equipment is to make sure he doesn't expire. We have to shut this place down.
Where did the broker get the mercs?
Raised his own private force. They're completely loyal.
Shepard, we really don't have the time.
Alright, we don't really... Alright, that's pretty much all.
Easy or not, we're all getting out of here.
Good. Central Operations is down the hall. You know the Shadow Broker's waiting for you, right?
I'm counting on it.
We'll be back for you, Farron.
I'll try not to go anywhere.
I want all teams to Outpost C.
That last bit of, sarcasm from his side. You're not even a Vanguard, you're a Shadowbroker agent. You have no identity. No soul, replaced by tech. Heart of Darkness trophy. Whoa, what alien species is this? It's Says people playing this game for the first time in 2009, 2010.
Even for you, Commander.
What is this?
That bombing on Ilium wasn't exactly subtle.
Extreme, but necessary.
No, it wasn't. Neither was caging Farron for 2 years.
Dr. Tassoni, your interference caused all this. Farron betrayed me when he handed you Shepard's body. The trail is simply paying the price.
Someone was bound to come after you for working with the Collectors.
It was a mutually beneficial partnership. Your arrival is...
I wonder if this is because of the better lighting, but he was genuinely framed in shadow up to this point, to be completely honest.
Be smart. Let Farron walk out.
Genuinely framed in shadow in the original version of the game.
You're quite confident for something.
Like, his actual identity was still hidden underneath a thick cloud of shadow.
Doctor, at least you brought me both Shepard and Ms. Lawson Tassoni. Their deaths will cripple Cerberus.
You're not putting a hand on anyone.
And of course, the broker will have a comment on every single one of your companions, no matter which one you brought.
Is that right? You're a Yogg, a pre-spaceflight species quarantined to their homeworld from massacring the Council's first contact teams. This base is older than your planet's discovery, which probably means you killed the original Shadow Broker 60 years ago, then took over. I'm guessing you were taken from your world by a trophy hunter who wanted a slave. Or a pet. How am I doing?
I guess comic time is over, because now we have a boss fight in our hands. And it's just me and Liara. So you know what? Let's do this. Our projector. Okay. Phase 2 to fight.
The shield's kinetically sensitive. Energy and projectiles are bouncing off.
Then we do this the hard way.
Oh boy.
Hit him now!
Melee time! We're actually punching this thing. Jesus Christ. And he's got a parrying shield. I need to refresh in my Dark Souls tactics now. Now, the weird thing is, he's just ignoring Liara. So, we could just mess him up with stasis if we really felt like it, but...
If you can get him to bring up that shield again, I've got an idea.
Phase 3, rock. And that's all 3 phases.
Liara, now!
Why do people keep stealing my food? Bring down the house on the Shadow Broker. I wouldn't call him tougher than anything I've ever fought before, but he was tough. What's that?
Shadow Broker, this is Operative Murad. We've had a momentary connection failure. Can you confirm status?
Operative Shora requesting update. Are we still online?
Shadow Broker, I've lost our feed. We're online and awaiting instructions.
Meet your new Shadow Broker.
This is the Shadow Broker. The situation is under control. We experienced a power fluctuation while upgrading hardware. It disrupted communications momentarily.
However, we are now back online. Resume standard procedures.
I want a status report on all operations within the next solar day.
Shadow Broker, out.
Goddess of Oceans. It's you. You... How?
Well, everyone who's ever seen him in person is dead. So,
You're the new Shadow Broker.
Is taking over as the Shadow Broker really a good idea?
it was either that or lose everything. His contacts, his trading sources, those will really help us. With the Shadow Broker's information network, I can...
I'll check the power systems.
I mean, losing all this information really would be a shame. So I can understand why Liara is doing that. Yeah, Miranda will escort your Drell friend to safety. I mean, Miranda will do that.
It's over. It's finally. For 2 years.
Hug the love of your life, Shepard.
It's been 2 years. I don't... We're different people. You have your mission and... Okay.
Okay.
But... we should focus. Let's see what our options are. No safeguards, user restrictions. It's like he never anticipated anyone but himself being here. And it's all ours.
What kind of information are we talking about?
I'm not sure. I'll need to go through his files. Come back later and I'll try to have something useful.
Yeah, exploring the Shadowbroker ship in its entirety is going to take its own entire episode. So we're going to have to save that for later.
Network, I can help you. Maybe I can turn this operation into something better.
Don't be a stranger this time.
Small chance of that. Come back soon.
We'll come back really soon. Had to sit out and get some lunch, that's why, and from completing the entire thing, you get another 1,000 experience on top of the 250 experience you got both times. Shepard has defeated the Shadowbroker, eliminate Cerberus information leaks as Liara T'Soni takes over. The Asari's relationship with Shepard should be watched closely. We're going back to Normandy. And yeah, like I said, that'll be it for this episode, guys. The Lair of the Shadowbroker Loyalty Mission DLC has been completed. And I guess in the next episode we'll have more time to actually talk about the Mass Effect Redemption, or yeah, the Mass Effect Liara spin-off comic. We'll have more time to talk about that later as well. So until then, this is Very Melon Man signing off. Have a good time.